Hey guys, this is RP and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Snapshot 14W2B. This is his first snapshot for 1.8 and man, do this snapshot add a lot of cool stuff. It really does. But before I start, I want to apologize for not making any snapshot reviews for the 1.7 update. But as I mentioned at the end of the summer holidays, I was going to be very busy with my school. I still kinda am, but I have found a way to kind of collide with school and making videos. So that is just perfect. And let's begin this snapshot with the three new stone types: Granite, Diorite, and Andesite. And I'm sorry if I mispronounce some of these stone incorrect. Seems like there's a lot of people who doesn't really know how to actually pronounce these two. But there are actually a lot of cool stuff with these, which I'm going to get into in a bit. But as you can see, these new stone types spawn naturally. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a night vision potion. As you can see, we got the three new stone types already down in this cave here, and they spawn naturally all around the world in caves, and I do believe they spawn on top of Extreme Hills biome too, so that is really cool. Now there are actually crafting recipes for these, so if you loaded up a 1.7 world and you want some of these new stone types but you can't find them because again your world was loaded in 1.7, you can actually craft these. And the way you craft andesite is with a cobblestone and a diorite, and you can also craft diorite with 2 nether quartz, 2 cobblestone, and that will give you 2 diorite. And the granite is crafted with a quartz and a diorite. So that is that. Also, the new stone types comes with 3 polished versions. They are the granite, the polished granite, the polished diorite, and the polished andesite. And in my opinion, these blocks are absolutely amazing. I think these 3 blocks here are going to take building to a whole nother level. I'm really excited for using these for future builds, and that's going to be great. And of course, there are ways to craft these polished versions. You just place your stone types in a 2x2 square in your crafting table, and that will give you the polished version. Also, you can craft a slime block now, and slime blocks are crafted with 9 slime balls in a crafting table like that. And slime balls are, or not slime balls, slime blocks are actually pretty cool. Not only is the texture really awesome, I really like that, but also they're bouncy. So if we go from a high destination here and fall down on the block, you can see we'll bounce back and forth. And to start with, I actually thought that you have to press the space bar or whatever your jump key is to bounce back, but no, you just have to, you don't even have to touch anything to bounce off. Also, I do believe these slime blocks, you move slower on them. Yep, you do. So just like soul sand. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's test that out real quick. I have not tested this out yet. Let's see. So they're actually slower than soul sand. That is pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Also, on slime blocks, I do not believe you go a pixel down as you do on soul sand. That's pretty cool. So you actually move slower on slime blocks than on soul sand. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. And now doors are now stackable. So for the regular recipe of making doors, you now actually get 3 doors instead. And the wooden doors are actually stackable to 64, just like most of all the other items. In my opinion, this is way overpowered, going from 1 door to 64 in a stack. In my opinion, I think they could change it to 16, just like buckets. I think this would make it kind of, well, I wouldn't say better, because it will make it worse for survival, but kind of more realistic, I guess. But I don't know. Same goes for iron doors, and mossy stone bricks and chiseled stone bricks actually do now have crafting recipes, which is something we have been waiting for absolutely ages. So the mossy stone bricks are crafted with vines and stone bricks, just like that. The chiseled stone bricks are crafted with 2 regular stone brick slabs on top of each other, and that is that. Now let's move on to the villagers, because the villagers have been changed a lot. So as you can see here, we got a blacksmith, but he's actually called a weaponsmith. And as you can see, all the villagers now start with 2 trades or more, so that's pretty cool. But not only that, there are different type of villagers. Like we've always had different types, like butchers, librarians, priest, blacksmith, but as you can see, these 2 should be farmers, right? But this guy is well, that was a pretty bad example, but this guy is a farmer, this guy is a shepherd. So as you can see, they look exactly the same, but they are still different types. And this guy has terrible traits, oh my god. The farmer usually sells potatoes for emeralds, or carrots for emeralds, or wheat. So that's pretty cool. Now this used to be a priest, but now they're called clerics, I think. And that's actually not a pretty bad trade. Like rotten flesh are kind of useful, but you can now use that for trading with emeralds. And we got a librarian here, trading paper. And oh yeah, all the librarians I've seen so far trades books and a certain amount of emeralds to give you an enchanted book now. So at least all the librarians I've seen so far does that. I could be wrong though, but yeah. Also, the blacksmith or the toolsmith or any of the other smiths now actually can trade you pre-enchanted gear. So as you can see, this iron spade here has Unbreaking 3, but the trade might be a bit unfair. I mean, 5 emeralds. That's are you even proud of that? Are you proud of it? No. Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention is that you also now get XP for enchanting. So if I go ahead and grab 15 wool, or let's just give ourselves a stack, go into adventure mode, as you can see, when I trade, I actually now get loads of experience, which is pretty cool. Like, this is just a very fancy way of getting experience. As you can see, you get crazy amount of experience when you do that. So that's another cool change to that. Now let's say I'm getting really tired of all my mobs walking around in my world. Now I can just go ahead, go into options, and lock my difficulty. So we can change it to peaceful, click the lock difficulty button, and this will lock the difficulty forever in this world. You can never change it back. And that is something that is kinda cool for map makers, I guess. The /kill command now has a argument. So now what we can do is, oh yeah, also there's a new @E thingy here. Before, usually what people would do was @A, but that would kill all players, or actually it wouldn't, because the kill command didn't have arguments before. But anyway, you get the point. Now we got a @E, which is all the entities, but you can actually do arguments. So now if I do kill @E radius, let's say 5, it kills all the entities within 5 blocks. And that was a pretty bad place to spawn. My stuff is down there. So yeah, as I mentioned, they do now have arguments, and it looks like that villagers do now drop experience. Do they? Maybe it was just pigs getting killed here. Let's see. So it also shows you a new thing is that it shows you what it killed in the chat here. You can also see sort of the type of mobs, and I do not know what all those fancy stuff at the bottom is, like 2A8F. I have no idea what that is. But oh, it even tells that I died. That's pretty cool. So let us move on. Let's move straight on to the new adventure mode feature. So let's go ahead and change ourselves into adventure mode, and as you can see, you can open chests of course, but you can no longer break anything in adventure mode. And let me go ahead and get me some blocks like so, and you can no longer set blocks anymore. So that's a pretty cool feature, and this is something map makers have just been wanting for ages, and finally it's here. And there's also a new data tag added to the give command. So as you can see right here, I have /give RpMinecrafter Minecraft wooden pickaxe 1 0. This just means that I want 1 and with 0 damage on it. And now we open a curly bracket, and we now have a new data tag called can destroy, and our argument is Minecraft stone. So if I go ahead and give me this pickaxe, you can see I can destroy absolutely nothing but stone. So since these blocks here are actually stone types, we can still destroy those. If we go down here, we can destroy regular stone. We cannot destroy coal because that's not a stone type, I guess. Yeah. So as you can see on the pickaxe, we now have a new thing called can break. And it says can break stone because that was the argument in the command block here. So this is really cool. This is a really cool new feature for map makers. I absolutely love this. It's going to be awesome to work with. So yeah. So right here we have probably my favorite feature of the whole snapshot. If I do go ahead and click this button, it says that the chest is locked. I cannot open it, no matter what. Wow, that was foolish. But I cannot open it. Does it still work? No. Click the button again. We cannot open it. So it says that the chest is locked. It plays a door sound, which I kinda don't like. I think it would be way cooler if it made sort of a sound, like you get rejected sound. So if we want to open it again, we click this button here, and as you can see, we can now open our chest. So excuse me for bringing myself a cup of coffee. My voice was getting kind of crack or whatever. So this is done with a new command called /blockdata, and what this allows you to do is, well, first of all, we can now lock chests, but this also allows you to, for example, let's say we have a few dead bushes in here, right? We can use the block data. I'm not entirely sure how we do this yet. I haven't looked too much into this, but if you use a certain command with the block data, you can actually change the items in the chest. And again, I really don't see the use for this, because you could use the set block command to change the items in the chest. Because, yeah, you could do that. Like, you could just use that command instead to change the items in the chest, because what this does, it doesn't just set a block here. No, it clears out any other space unless you tell it to place other items in a certain slot in the chest. And that's exactly what the set block command does too. So really, I don't see a use for that, but I do see a use for the block data lock command. So the way we lock the chest is /blockdata, the coordinates, and then a new open a curly bracket, type in lock, and this thing here is, you can change this to whatever, really, like, it doesn't matter as far as I'm aware. We can change it even to L. Let's open the chest here again. Great. We can lock it again, and as you can see, it's still locked. So this thing in here doesn't matter at all. You just have to type something in here, or else it wouldn't lock. So as you can see in here, this is the command that opens it. All it says is lock and nothing after it, which is the thing that does so that this chest is now unlocked. So this command is really cool for adventure maps, like where you have to get a key to open the chest, and I am absolutely in love with this command. I think this is going to be absolutely great, and I can't wait to use this for some of my future maps. And yeah. So now let's go into something people have been hating from the beginning that they saw this. This is the new enchanting system, and this is, I don't know if I like it or not, but I think this is one of the things where people are like hating it. But as this 1.8 feature comes along, people start working with it, and I think they'll kind of forget that they hated it. This is just my my point of view of it, but let's get right into it. So you place your tool or sword or whatever you want enchanted in the crafting or the enchantment table here, and as you can see in the sides here, we now have a resource cost. So if we want to enchant with the best enchantment down here, we'll have to place 3 lapis lazuli in this spot here to get this enchantment. But since I am in creative mode, it really is not necessary. But as you can see, it also says sharpness 1, knockback 1. This is one of the enchantments that will be on the sword for certain if you choose one of these enchantments. So now you can sort of see what you'll actually get, kind of, when you enchant. So if I choose this one, I get sharpness 1, and I am not sure if I like this or not, because this kind of makes the whole excitement of enchanting, seeing what you get, being excited, that kind of takes that away to see. Even though you can just only see one of them, I still really do think it ruins it, sort of. So anvils have also been changed, so renaming any item only costs 1 level. So let's rename this Amazing Sword of Awesomeness. Right. Yep. That only costs 1 level now, and if we do want to, let me go into to game mode 0 and take damage on this. If we now want to repair an item, it now costs less levels. Because there is an enchantment on this sword, it now it does cost more. But if we had a regular tool or whatever sword armor to repair, it would only cost 1 for this, and if we had the durability down very low, it will maximum cost 3 diamonds, or whatever material you have. So guys, that was all I had to show you for now. I will be doing the next snapshot review, hopefully. If I forgot to mention something, please comment down below, tell me what I forgot, and I will recover it in the next episode. But that's really all for now. I love this. I absolutely love this new snapshot. I'm excited for 1.8. It's gonna be great. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.